guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of stopping by, this is Looks by Honey and welcome to my channel. Today I've got this look for you. I created this intense look using one brand, which is the Maybelline. The only thing I use that is not Maybelline are the brushes, and the brushes are Anjou brushes. Now, let's talk about these brushes. These are 16 pieces in numbers. They are very affordable. I think you guys should try it. If you want to know how I got this look, then please, you might want to stay tuned. The first thing I'm going to be using for today is my primer, and this is by Maybelline, the New Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Lightweight Primer. Smooth, poreless looking skin, only for adults. Which is this? In case you're wondering why I'm looking at that spot, is because my mirror I'm using for this makeup is on that spot. I've not used Maybelline primer before. This primer, it's really good. And the foundation I'm using for today, it's by Maybelline. This is the Matte Poreless Normal to Oily Skin Foundation. I'm in the shade 330. To blend out the foundation, I'm going in with my Anjou brush. This is 16 pieces. I know I've used this before on my previous video, but this was actually sent to me by Anjou. While using this Anjou brush, I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion on the brushes. And this is a guide on how to use the brushes. When you take it out of the box, this is what it looks like. When you open it, so we're going to be using these 16 brushes for today. I love the leather. It feels strong. It looks strong. But let's see what the brushes are like. The first impressions about this brush, it's not numbered, and that is one thing I don't like about it. Anjou, please, will you number your brushes so it will be very easy to identify? From the user's guide, I really can't specify the brushes to use, but I'm going to use the brush depending on my own knowledge as a makeup artist. I've checked online. The retail for this brush is about 18 to 19 pounds. One thing I like about the brush is it has this plastic, which I think is hygienic. I presume this is for the foundation. As I'm using the brush to apply the foundation, I can feel the bristles pricking my skin. I don't know if it's just my skin because I've got sensitive skin, but it feels like it has a sharp bristles on it, which I'm not comfortable with. I don't really think you need a sponge to blend out the foundation after using the brush. Blend foundation properly. But don't rub it. If you rub it, you're going to move your foundation around. It is doing a very good job. Considering the price of the brush, I think I like it. Concealer I'm using for today is the Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer by Maybelline. And this is in the shade Nude. Now going in with my Maybelline contour. This is by Face Studio, and this is in the shade 02 Medium. This is like a contour brush to blend out the contour. I like the Maybelline contour stick. It's not that pigmented, but it's just good for contour, and that's it. It's not really dark. It's just on a cool tone. Now using that same brush to blend out the highlighter. You can see that it's blending in properly, but the honest opinion is that after blending this with the brush, you still have to go back in with your beauty blender to make sure everything is all blended out seamlessly. Now going back in that same brush I use in applying the foundation, just to make sure everything is uniformed. I don't want to see any harsh line. Okay guys, the job that contour brush did not do, the foundation angled brush did it by blending out everything seamlessly. Blending with this brush, it doesn't leave any patch on your face, which is very nice. I don't think if you can see that properly. Take a close look at it. I don't think you need to go hard with this brush while using it. Just dab it gently so you don't feel that bristle. Other than that, it's a very good brush. Alright, let's go quickly and set this concealer before it starts creasing. Set my concealer, I'm going in with the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Plus Perfecting Loose Powder. I'm using the applicator that came with the powder to set my concealer. So I'm going in with this Set Plus Smooth, Normal to Dry, Fit Me in the shade 250. I'm going to use that to dust off this powder. And to use that to set the rest of my face as well. The brush I'm using to do that is my Anjou Loose Powder Brush. Alright guys, this powder really amended that other powder's nonsense. Now going in with my Maybelline Master Sculpt Contouring Palette in the shade 02 Medium to Dark. Using the Anjou Bronzer Brush. Now going in with my Maybelline Master Bronze Color and Highlighting Kit. Picking up that shade and that one to bronze my face. What I'm using to apply that is my Anjou Bronzing Brush. Now picking up this brush by Anjou. Just want to use it to apply the bronzer on the side of my nose. Guys, I think I was supposed to use this to apply the bronzer to the side of my nose. I think this was supposed to be the flat foundation brush. This is the one you use to apply foundation close to your eyebrows. Now from that same palette, I'm using that highlighter, taking Anjou highlighting brush. The blush I'll be using for today is Maybelline in the shade 100 Peach Pop. Using the Anjou blush brush. To define my brow for today, I'm going in with the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. And this is in the shade Deep Brown. Now going in with the Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Sculpting Brow Mascara in the shade Dark Blonde. The eyeshadow I'll be using for today is by Maybelline. This is Maybelline Nudes. I'm picking up that shade from the Nude palette. Taking the Anjou eyeshadow brush. I'm just mapping out where my crease is going to be. Applying this above my crease. You guys know I always apply this above my crease. In that way, when you cut your crease, that shade will be able to peek through. Now going in with Maybelline eyeshadow. This is by Eye Studio in the shade 750 Chocolate Chic. Now taking the smudging brush by Anjou to apply that below the first shade I applied. You don't have to be too careful with this. Just know that you go back in with your concealer to cut the crease. When you go back with your concealer to cut the crease, you can amend your mistakes. Now going in with the first brush I started with, just to blend out any harsh line. Now taking this angled brush by Anjou, picking up that dark shade right there. You want to tap off the excess while doing that because you've already laid down your foundation. Now going in my Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline, and this is in the shade 35. Now going in with the Maybelline eyeshadow in the shade 425 Blue Paradise. Applying it with that brush by Anjou. This is a flat brush. This is supposed to be a diffuser. I'm not taking it to the line and I'm not taking it to the end because I'm going to be applying another shade. Now going in my Maybelline eyeshadow in the shade 440 Culture Blue. I'm not going to wing this out because I'm going to be applying a dark shade there. Picking up the angled brush by Anjou and taking that shade right there. I'm going to be applying that on the outer V of my eyes. Now going in my Maybelline glitter liner in the shade 20 Black Gold. Now going in with the Maybelline eyeshadow in the shade 01 Snow White. Using the applicator to do that. Now going in with the Maybelline eyeshadow in the shade 540 Green Gold. And I'm taking that green shade right there. Now going in with my Maybelline waterproof eyeliner in the shade 00 Black. I just want to connect that liquid liner with the dark shade I applied on my outer V. I'm just going to repeat the same step I used in creating my crease on my lower lash line. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be applying that dark shade I used in creating my wing. I'm going to apply it on my lash line. These brushes are really nice. The bristles on them are very good. Now going in with the Maybelline cream eyeshadow in the shade 20 Turquoise Forever. Using that brush I used in applying the blue shades on my eyes, I'm going to use that too. Apply this on my waterline. Now picking up that shade, using it to sweep underneath my eyes. Now going in with my Maybelline Big Eyes Volume Express Mascara. Because it opens in both ways, you have the one to apply on your lower lashes. Now applying that underneath my brow, which happens to be my brow bone. Using the Maybelline brush to do that. The lashes I'll be using for today is by Value Makers in the style 3D. The lipstick I'll be using for today is by Maybelline. This is in the shade Midnight Blue. I just went with this green shade right here to apply that on my lip. The setting spray I'll be using for today is by Maybelline 24 Hours Super Stay. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this look. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Using all Maybelline products, this is what I came up with. The brushes I used on this video are very good. It's blendable. Thanks for watching and see you on my next video. Bye.